suppose that we have three main roads, each road having three branches. Okay, and these roads lead to, from where we are to the next county. So there are many different ways we can get to the next county. Got three main roads, each with three branches, and there are many different ways that we can take, or many different modes of transportation that we can use to get there. We can take a car, bicycle, a truck, or a motorcycle. So how many ways can we get to the next county? Counting different modes of transportation as well as different routes. Well, we can draw a picture. We've got three routes we can take. For each route, there are three branches, and each of those branches leads us into the next county. Now, this isn't necessarily a picture of the roads, because the next thing we do is we put four branches on each of those corresponding to the four different modes of transportation. So that we can take the first road with the first branch, and then either a car, a bicycle, a truck, or a motorcycle. We can take the first road with the second branch, car, bicycle, truck, motorcycle, etc. You can see that there are 9 possible paths we can take along the roads, and from each of those there are 4 different modes of transportation. So this diagram doesn't represent a map of how we get there. It represents what we call a tree diagram, a diagram of how many ways there are to get there. So that this would read first road, first branch car, first road, first branch truck, first road, first branch bicycle, first road, first branch motorcycle, or whatever. And then we'd go first road, second branch car, and so forth. And we're not going to read all those, but we see that there are 9 choices of route, 4 choices of vehicle, total of 9 times 4, or 36 ways. This illustrates one of our basic principles, in that if there are this many ways, this many choices of one thing, and then we follow that, each of these choices can be followed with any of 4 choices of another. We multiply the numbers to get the total number of ways. Let's say that we want to make up a 4-digit code number where we have certain restrictions on the code numbers, okay? On the digits in the code number. The first digit of the code number can't be 0. We don't want to start our code with a 0. We want the second and third digits to be even and odd. We want 1 to be even and 1 to be odd. So if the second digit is odd, if the third is even, and vice versa. The second is even if the third is odd. And then the fourth digit, for some reason, is less than 8. How many ways are there of making up a 4-digit code? Well, let's make a block here and divide that block into 4 squares, each square corresponding to one of the code numbers. The first code number, second, third, and fourth, in order. How many choices do we have for the first digit of the code number then? First digit goes in the first block. There are 9 choices for the first digit. For the second digit, well, second digit could be anything. We could look at it that way, anything from 0 through 9. But whatever the second digit is, if it's even, the third digit has to be odd, and if it's odd, the third digit has to be even, so there are only 5 choices for the third digit. Then finally, the fourth digit is less than 8. That gives you 0 through 7. There are 8 digits from 0 through 7. So that there are 9 choices for the first, 10 for the second, 5 for the third, and 8 for the fourth. How many total choices is that? We don't add these numbers, we multiply them, because first we choose this one, and then for each of these choices, there are 10 choices of this one. That gives us 90 choices for the first 2 digits. For each of those 90 choices, there are 5 choices for the third digit, which gives us a total of 450 choices at this point. And then for each of these 750 choices that we have, or 450 choices we have at this point, we have 8 choices for the last digit, giving us a total of 3,600 digits. And you can see that what we've essentially done is simply multiplied the 4 numbers together to get us the number of code numbers. I think I said digits a minute ago, but the number of possible 4-digit code numbers according to this rule.